You've just found your new gifting pattern. Let me tell you all about the blessings wrap. But first, if you're already falling in love with this pattern and you want more inspiration and patterns, please subscribe to my channel down below where you'll get notified of all my new videos and patterns in my community. Thanks. Hi, I'm here to tell you about my brand new pattern, the Blessings Wrap. I just finished it and published it on Etsy, and the link for it is down below in the description if you want to go check it out. What I really love about this pattern is the neat eyelet details that go vertically instead of horizontal, and the really cool fringe at the end, like this. So let's dive in and see how I make these really cool eyelets and how do you make that fringe. Let's get started. So the unique thing about this pattern is it's worked lengthwise instead of widthwise. And that lends itself really well to some cool stash buster like yarn choices, right? You can do an entire strip in one color. You could change colors in each strip and row, but the pattern itself is really simple and you can change it up however you like color-wise in your yarn. So just to go through this, the repeat is an 8-stitch repeat, and you're going to change your row. You're going to alternate those eyelets, so it's a total of 4 rows, and you're going to alternate between double crochets and single crochets with chain stitches. Super easy, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right, for this sample, I'm going to do 2 repeats of the pattern itself, and I'm going to have 3 stitches on each side as the border, just like you have in the pattern itself, so that I can show you the fringe at the end. So we're going to start with however many chains you need for the length. For the pattern, it's 303. But if you want to make it longer or shorter, you'd add or subtract by 8, because that is the pattern repeat itself. All right, but we're going to start with a row of double crochet, just like in the pattern. Here we go. All right, so we've completed our base of double crochets, and now we're going to start the pattern. You're going to start with a single crochet row. So I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work, and then I'm going to start with 3 single crochets. That's my border, my edging. 1, 2, 3, and we're going to start with 4 chains. So this starts our pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then now we're going to make 4 single crochets. I've made my first one. Here's my second one. 2, 3, 4, and now I'm going to repeat that. 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and do 4 single crochets. 3 and 4, and then we're going to do 3 chains, 3 single crochets for our edging again. 1, we're going to chain 3, and we're going to do a row of double crochet. Our chain 3 is going to count as our first double crochet, so we'll do 2 more for our edging. 1, 2, all right, and now this is where it gets fun. We're going to do 4 double crochets in our 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to do 4 double crochets in this chain space. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we repeat. All right, we've done our first 2 rows. Now, what makes this kind of cool is that the pattern of 4 and 4 is repeated, only this time we're going to put a eyelet here and an eyelet here. So watch as I do that. All right, and there you have it, the 4-row repeat of those eyelet patterns. You just keep doing that over and over again. It's a great pattern to crochet while you're sitting in front of the TV or binge watching your favorite show. All right, so now that I've showed you how to do this really easy stitch pattern repeat, and once you've completely finished your wrap, you're gonna start doing this edging that's really cool with this fringe. And you can see that my first row is actually a single crochet all the way along, and I'm joining at one end and going all the way across. And then my second row is going to be the fringe row. And I do one fringe for each single crochet. And it really is simple once you get the hang of it, but it starts out a little counterintuitive. So I'm going to take you through those steps right now. Now I'm going to show you how to do that really cool fringe detail on the edges. So once you're all finished, you might want to continue until it's about 12 inches. And what you can do at the end is, if you're going to change colors or you just feel more comfortable, you can cut this yarn and start with your chains. Or if you're ready to do this side right here, you can just chain one, and you're using the same color yarn. You're going to chain one. And then what you're going to be doing is, for every double crochet, you're going to do 2 single crochets in that space. And for every single crochet, you're going to do a single crochet. So we're going to go across the edge, do 2 here, and a single crochet right there. All right, so that becomes your kind of foundation for where you're going to put the fringe. Now the fun part. We're going to start with a chain 1. And for this first one, you're going to chain 1 and pull out about 8 inches. And you're going to twist that about 15 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then you're going to let it spin up on itself like that. And you're going to slip stitch in that same stitch. Okay? Just like that. And this is where you can take a moment and kind of flatten that out like the way you want it. All right, we've slip stitched in there now. And you're going to slip stitch into that same stitch. All right, now you're going to slip stitch into the next single crochet, and then you're going to chain 1. And this chain 1 is going to pull that loop out about 8 inches. Twist about 15 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then you're going to slip stitch back into that same stitch. And I got caught on my needle here. Let's fix that. All right, make it look pretty. There we go. Oh, there we go. Pull a tie and weave that in. What you want to do is take your fringe that you've just made and lay it out on a table, and you're just going to straighten out those twists and pull them, and there we go. I'll brush them a little bit. And there you have it. Cool fringe detail, beautiful eyelet repeat, and you have the blessing shawl. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful and informative, please subscribe down below. It really encourages me to make more content that's helpful for you. Thanks. Bye.